What if I told you that some of the most delicious fruits on the planet actually prefer to stay out of the sun? Not just survive in it but genuinely thrive better without it. Most people spend hundreds trying to chase the perfect sunny spot for their fruit trees and end up with nothing but dead leaves and empty pots. But here's the thing nobody's talking about: your shady balcony, your dim backyard corner, that spot under the big oak tree you thought was useless. That right there might be the most fertile ground you own. Stay with me till the end because number 6 on this list is going to completely change the way you think about container gardening forever. Hey, welcome back to Earthly Gardening, the place where we grow smart, spend less, and eat better. If you're brand new here, I'm so glad the algorithm brought you home today. And to everyone coming back, you already know we don't do things the ordinary way around here. Today we're diving into something that sounds almost too good to be true but is backed by real gardening experience. We're talking about 9 fruit trees you can actually grow in pots without needing full sun. No massive garden. No expensive setup. Just you, a container, and the right knowledge. Before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this video reach more gardeners who need this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, tap that button and ring the bell so you never miss a single tip we drop here. Alright, let's get into it. Tree number 1, Morello Cherry. The first one on our list is the Morello Cherry, and if you've never heard of it, that's exactly why it's on this list. Most people think cherries need full sun and a big open field. The Morello is the rebel of the cherry family. It's a sour cherry variety that not only tolerates shade but actually produces better fruit when it's not baking in direct afternoon heat. In a pot, it stays compact and manageable, usually reaching about 4 to 6 feet depending on how you prune it. Now here's what makes it special for budget gardeners. It's self-fertile. That means you only need one tree to get fruit. No need to buy a second tree for pollination. One pot, one tree, actual cherries on your balcony. For the container, go with at least a 12 to 15-inch pot with good drainage. Use a loam-based compost mixed with a little grit to keep things from getting waterlogged. Water consistently but don't let it sit in standing water. This tree hates wet feet. You'll start seeing fruit in about 2 to 3 years, and once it starts producing, it does not stop. Tree number 2, Dwarf Mulberry. Number 2 is the Dwarf Mulberry, and this one genuinely surprises people every single time. Mulberries have this reputation for being massive trees that need a lot of space and a lot of sun. But the dwarf varieties, particularly the ones bred for container life, tell a completely different story. They're happy in partial shade, they fruit reliably, and they grow slow enough that managing them in a pot is actually enjoyable rather than stressful. The fruit itself is sweet, deeply colored, somewhere between a blackberry and a grape in flavor, and it ripens over a long season, which means you're not overwhelmed with fruit all at once. Here's the thing about mulberries in containers that nobody warns you about. The roots are vigorous. So when you pick your pot, go big from the start. A 20-liter container minimum. Repot every 2 years and trim the roots slightly when you do. It sounds intense but it's genuinely a 5-minute job. Feed it with a potassium-rich fertilizer during the growing season and watch it reward you generously. This is a low-drama, high-reward tree. Tree number 3, Alpine Strawberry Tree. Now before anyone comes to the comments, yes, technically the Alpine strawberry is more of a shrub than a tree, but it grows with a tree-like structure, it fruits like a dream in shade, and it belongs on this list without question. The Alpine strawberry tree, sometimes called arbutus, produces small red fruits that look almost exactly like strawberries but carry a slightly different flavor. A little sweeter, a little earthier, and honestly more interesting than what you'd find in a supermarket. What makes it brilliant for shaded container growing is that it's an evergreen. It gives you something beautiful to look at all year round, and it fruits even in quite low light conditions. It's also incredibly drought tolerant once established, which is great news if you're the type of gardener who sometimes forgets to water. Use a well-draining ericaceous compost because this plant prefers slightly acidic soil. A pot that's about 12 inches wide works well to start. It's slow-growing, patient, and honestly one of the most underrated container plants you can own. Okay, pause for a second. We're only 3 trees in and already we've covered options that work for balconies, shaded corners, and even forgetful waterers. If you're watching this and thinking this is exactly what I needed, share this video with one gardening friend right now. Just one. Because this is the kind of information that changes how people use the space they already have. Alright, keep watching because the next few trees get even more interesting. Tree number 4, Fig Tree. The fig tree is number 4 and honestly it might be the most forgiving fruit tree you will ever grow in a container. Now figs do enjoy sun but they are remarkably adaptable to partial shade, especially when grown in pots. The container actually works in your favor here because it restricts root growth, which encourages the tree to put more energy into producing fruit rather than growing taller. It's one of those rare cases where a smaller pot genuinely makes the tree work harder for you. Varieties like Brown Turkey and Celeste are particularly well suited for shadier conditions and container life. They stay compact, they fruit in their 2nd or 3rd year, and they're hardy enough to survive cooler temperatures if you wrap the pot during winter. For soil, use a rich multipurpose compost with added slow-release fertilizer. Water deeply but infrequently. Let the top inch of soil dry out between waterings. The fig tree is one of those plants that responds better to a little neglect than to being over-pampered. 1 pot. 1 fig tree. Years of fruit. It really is that straightforward. Tree number 5, Dwarf Banana. Number 5 is going to make some of you do a double take. The dwarf banana. Yes. Bananas. In a pot. In partial shade. And yes, you can actually get fruit. Now let's be real here. The dwarf banana thrives best in warm climates and does appreciate some indirect bright light. But it is far more shade tolerant than most tropical plants and significantly more adaptable to container growing than people expect. Varieties like Dwarf Cavendish or Super Dwarf Cavendish grow to about 4 feet in containers, making them manageable for most balconies or covered patios. They love humidity, so if you're in a naturally humid area, you're already ahead. The key to success with bananas in containers is feeding. They are hungry plants. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks during the growing season and make sure your pot is large enough, at least a 15 to 20 inch diameter container. They don't like being cramped. The visual impact alone makes this tree worth growing. You get lush tropical foliage, a conversation-starting plant on your balcony, and the very real possibility of homegrown bananas. That's a win from every angle. Tree number 6, Japanese Persimmon. And here we are. Number 6. The one I teased at the beginning. The Japanese persimmon, also called Diospyros kaki, is hands down one of the most beautiful and most underutilized fruit trees for container gardening in the shade. Here's why this one hits differently. In autumn, when most container plants are looking tired and spent, the Japanese persimmon is putting on a full show. The leaves turn brilliant shades of orange and red while the bright orange fruits hang on the branches like little lanterns. It is genuinely one of the most stunning plants you can put in a pot. But the beauty is just the bonus. The real story is that persimmons are naturally understory trees. In the wild they grow beneath taller trees in dappled light. Which means shade isn't just something they tolerate. It's actually closer to their natural environment. They don't need to be forced to work in partial shade. They were built for it. In a container, use a large pot, at least 18 inches, with well-draining loamy soil. Water regularly through the growing season and ease off in winter. They are self-fertile in most varieties, so again, one tree is all you need. The fruit is sweet, rich, almost like honey when fully ripe, and nutritious in a way that makes you feel good about eating it. If you only try one tree from this list, let it be this one. Real quick, If you're still here and you're finding this genuinely useful, drop a comment below and tell me which tree on this list surprised you the most. I read every single comment and I love seeing which ones catch people off guard. Also, if you haven't liked this video yet, now is a great time. It genuinely helps more people find this content, and that means more free gardening knowledge for everyone. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do this every week and you do not want to miss what's coming next. Now back to the list. Tree number 7, Loquat. The loquat is one of those fruits that people see in markets, buy once out of curiosity, and then spend the next few years wondering why they can't find it again. Growing it yourself solves that problem permanently. Loquats are naturally adapted to growing in partial shade. They're evergreen, which means your container looks good all year. They produce clusters of small golden orange fruits that are mildly sweet with a slight tartness, and they are genuinely low maintenance once established. One thing that sets the loquat apart is that it flowers in autumn and fruits in late winter to early spring. That's almost the opposite of most fruit trees, which means you're getting fresh homegrown fruit at a time when almost nothing else is producing. That alone makes it worth growing. For containers, a 15 to 18-inch pot with good drainage works well. They're not heavy feeders, but a balanced fertilizer twice a year keeps them happy. They handle light frost better than most tropical fruits, so they're more versatile in terms of climate than people assume. Tree number 8, Dwarf Avocado. Yes. Avocado. On a budget. In partial shade. In a pot. Before you scroll away, hear me out, because this one is actually more achievable than it sounds. Dwarf avocado varieties like Wurtz, also known as Little Cato, were specifically developed for container growing. They reach about 8 to 10 feet at full size in the ground but stay much more compact in a pot, and they fruit far earlier than standard varieties. Now, avocados do appreciate warmth and light, but they are understory trees in their natural habitat, which means they evolved to handle filtered and dappled light conditions. Morning sun with afternoon shade actually suits them well. The honest truth is this tree takes patience. You're looking at 3 to 4 years before you see fruit, possibly longer. But if you are a gardener who plays the long game, the payoff of picking your own avocados from a balcony pot is the kind of thing you tell people about for years. Use a very well-draining mix. Avocados hate sitting in water more than almost any other fruit tree, and give them a large container from the start. A 20-inch pot minimum. Feed with a citrus and avocado-specific fertilizer and be consistent about it. Tree number 9, Starfruit/Carambola. Wrapping up the list with one that is genuinely underrated in the container gardening world. Starfruit, or carambola as it's properly called. This tropical fruit tree is naturally a shade-tolerant species. It grows as an understory tree in its native Southeast Asian forests, which makes it one of the most naturally suited fruit trees for low-light container growing on this entire list. The fruit is beautiful, waxy, and star-shaped when you slice it, mildly sweet with a slight citrusy edge, and it's packed with vitamin C. The tree itself is compact, rarely exceeding 6 feet in a container, and it produces fruit twice a year in good conditions. For container growing, use a rich organic compost mix and make sure your pot has excellent drainage. It likes warmth and humidity, so if you're in a naturally warm climate, you've already got the advantage. In cooler areas, keep it indoors near a bright window or on a covered warm patio during colder months. It fruits relatively quickly compared to others on this list, sometimes within 2 years of planting, which makes it a satisfying choice for gardeners who want results without waiting forever. So there you have it. 9 fruit trees that break the rules, work in the shade, grow in pots, and won't drain your wallet in the process. The big takeaway from today is this. Stop looking at your shady spots as wasted space. That corner of your balcony, that dim patch in your yard, those are opportunities that most gardeners completely overlook. And now you know exactly what to put there. Start with one tree. Just one. Pick the one that fits your climate, your space, and honestly the one that excited you most on this list, and give it a proper container setup. You will be genuinely amazed at what starts happening over the next growing season. If you want more videos like this, practical, budget-friendly, real-world gardening tips that actually work, make sure you're subscribed because we have a lot more coming your way. Drop a comment below telling me which tree you're starting with. I genuinely want to know. Like this video if it helped you today, and share it with someone whose garden could use a little rethinking. Until next time, keep growing, keep it earthy, and I'll see you in the next one.